Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Ogle, and this is the 73rd Link for Growth news update. My name is Chris Ogle, and it is the 7th of June. This week I'm back in the UK. Last week, if you remember, I was in Hungary. So back in the saddle here. I'm on my own this week, and so I'm just going to press on and get through all the news. To be honest, it's been another absolutely incredible busy week this week. Feet haven't touched the ground. There's been so much happening. Long time now, long time past since I've been able to keep up to date with everything, but I hope to give you a quick and fairly comprehensive roundup of all the news and stuff that's going on. So what I'm going to do right now is focus on the new events and stuff that's been happening out in the network. So this week we had the discussion with the owner of Cafe Loco down on Moore Park, and the conclusion of those discussions is that Alex in Southwest Hearts is going to be starting a coffee down there towards the back end of July. I think it's the 4th week of July. So that's that. The Ely Drinks is launching this coming Tuesday. That's the 10th. I understand the Deputy Mayor of Ely is going to be there, and a few other fairly senior individuals from the local area. So I'll be there for that. That's going to be good fun. We've got Newtonia, Marjorie's coffee shop in Hightown. That's going to be happening on the 20th of June. That's going to be added to the Eventbrite. I'm not sure whether it's up there already. Yesterday at Prestwood and Great Missenden, we had people there from the Missenden Abbey. This is a fairly prestigious corporate conferencing and wedding venue, and they've been very delighted for us if we've had a coffee event there. So we will be moving there on the 4th of July, and a coffee that's been in Coffee Approach up until now will be being hosted by Missenden Abbey, which is an excellent venue. I didn't even know it was there, to be honest, but and they're also, this is quite an interesting one, new one for everyone. They are going to be helping us with the inaugural L4G which is an afternoon event, which will be starting at 3 o'clock, I guess, through till about 4:30. And it's basically an afternoon tea. So there's various options available for people from £5 or £6 right the way through to 15, 21 if you want to mix it up with a bit of champagne. So that's a first, and congratulations to Colin Vasey and Missenden Abbey in getting that one together. So that's quite interesting, and I shall be quite excited to attend that. So that's good news. Cressix launched this week. Hi Wickham, well done to Genevieve Feasy and Russ Hewer for having that one launch. I understand it was a great event. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make that because I was up at another launch in Hinckley, in the West Midlands district, although technically I think Hinckley slides into East Midlands, but anyhow it was a great event, and potential there for someone to bring a Link for Growth to Leicester. So haven't got that in this update, but watch out for that. We've got Hitching Coffee, that's Kate Griffiths and Jen Tiller, both of whom I know quite well. They will be starting a Hitching Coffee on the 20th of June in a local independent coffee shop, so that's a great bit of news. The Green for Breakfast was launched this week. That was 2nd of June, that was on Monday. I understand that went really well. Well done to Christina and also to Deepa for getting that off the ground. What else we got here? Rugby Coffee is going to be launched soon. I understand that the arrangements are going to be discussed on Tuesday next week at the Nuneaton and Bedworth event, so looking forward to hearing more on that one. I've got drinks coming up in Uxbridge. They're just trying to get a date together, and they want me to come along to that launch, and apparently until I'm coming, that isn't happening. I don't know what it is, so I can't say if I'm going or not. So come on, girls, get that one sorted. Croydon and Orpington, no more news to give you on that, but following those up this week. And Coffee in Penrith, no news there yet, but I hope to get in touch with Jenny and see where we're going with that. L4G Youth, no Ruth Carell has been away this week on holiday, so hopefully we'll catch up with her next week and give you more news next Saturday. Middlesbrough launching on the 17th of June. Saltburn, I understand, in a fabulous venue on the 9th of July. We've got 2 more events in the North East coming soon, so Jerry tells me. We'll look out for things like Hartlepool, Stockton, Darlington, Richmond, maybe even Durham, and perhaps Newcastle. That's technically not in that area either. Talk about Bradford and Halifax. I mentioned that again with Damien. He's been off this week, but he's looking to launch an event up there soon. I understand there's a venue been identified. It's a bit of a secret, no one's telling me, but looking forward to hearing more about that. Burnham-on-Sea, Southend, Maidstone, Bury St Edmunds, Cambridge, Royston, all these have got things bubbling away in the background, but I haven't got details for you as yet. There's lots more happening in London, so Deepa tells me, but she's got to get a few things organised before she starts launching them. And of course, with CSR luncheon coming in, more news on that, hopefully, coming soon. So there's a few people I want to credit this week with some excellent work. Big shout out to the ladies in Chingford, the Chingford event there. There's a lot going on there. Fiona is a bit of a live wire, and I was just chatting with her, and there's some good ideas and collaborations and whatnot happening there. Genevieve and Russell Hugh, I want to say big thanks for them for launching High Wycombe this week. That was just in the joyous place, just off the M40. Well done to you, I understand that was good. James Randall, well done for getting the Hinckley event off the ground. Quite an interesting bunch of people there, and again, a few of them living in Hinckley, so look forward to L4G Hinckley on Google Plus taking off. Was giving them some examples of what we're doing elsewhere, so looking forward to seeing more on that one. Well done Christina and Deepa for Greenford Breakfast, and Fiona Flaherty, a big shout out to you. She's got some good ideas I mentioned earlier, but we're looking at Newham, Redbridge, Walthamstow, Waltham Forest. I think there's going to be a lot of action happening there very shortly. I think Paul Violet, the district leader there, has got a little bit on his hands there, but looking forward to hearing more as that grows. And certainly TV and the opportunity there for TV is definitely something that the people there want and are looking forward to. So what else have we got? Oh yeah, big shout out to Jerry and all the team in Redcar. Talk about working together. Jason, Naomi, David, Sue, Ellen. They really are getting in the spirit there. I want to go up there next week on Thursday. We've got 2 or 3 new individuals up there who really do get what Link for Growth is all about. I'm looking forward to seeing some really exciting stuff happening there up on the Riviera. So well done everybody involved in all those new initiatives and stuff. Really, without you, as I always say, none of this would be happening. So last week, still synopsis, we had Lingford Breakfast launch in Greenford on Monday, Ruislip Ware, Peterborough Drinks on Tuesday, Spalding, Hinckley launch, Waltham Abbey, Cressix launch on Wednesday, Watford Coffee, Chingford on Thursday, Eastcote, Presswood. Oh no, Eastcote was drinks on Thursday. Presswood and Great Missenden was on Friday, and we had the CSR luncheon on Friday as well, which was great fun. Right, let's talk a little bit about the training and education platform now. Basically, we've got the foundation engagement program. I was seeing the people in Chingford on Thursday. The reason that we put the education platform in place is, and the foundation engagement program specifically, is that as we move away from a nation of people who have to sell stuff, because no one likes selling stuff, we're moving towards a time where people are going to be buying stuff. But in order to buy stuff, they need to first of all like you, and the second thing is they need to know how to find out what you're good at. Now, there's 2 ways you can do that, and you have to do both of these well. You have to do these 2 things well. One is network. You have to go to events and meet people, because it's only by meeting people are going to like you. If they like you, and they're going to recommend you, when an opportunity what you provide pops up, your name is going to be forwarded as the person who can solve that problem. So that's the first thing. We run a workshop on how to network effectively. So if you're not sure, or you're copying all the people that are doing it wrong, come and find out how to do it right, because it will really, really help you. You have to be an expert at networking. That's the first thing. The second thing you have to be excellent at is online technologies. Now, I know that a lot of people out there say, oh, I'm wasting my time on it, I don't know what I'm doing, Twitter, I'm on it, but I don't know, LinkedIn, I'm collecting names. You have to be good at this. There's no other option. This is not going away. You have to work out how to use this technology to the best effect. So we've put this program, the foundation program, in place to serve you. It's low cost, it's not expensive, but it's about giving you the tools that you need to be better than you were yesterday, and to raise your profile amazingly on these platforms. They really are important. So, you know, we've got LinkedIn coming up, we've got Twitter and Hootsuite coming up, we've got Google Plus coming up, we've got Facebook coming up. We've got all these programs coming up. Book yourself onto them, and if you know anybody's missing some skills, not why they're using these platforms, tell them about the programs, because they're there to make sure you're getting the most from these programs. That's it. We're not doing it for fun. We're doing it because it's important, it's needed, and you'll get much more out of whatever you do on these platforms. You'll get much better results. Right. The other thing that we do is the open source link for skills. If you've got a talent, a skill, something that can be taught to people, whether it be online or offline, then do get in touch. Open source link for skills is about taking people's knowledge from inside their heads and sharing it with the people that need it. And that could be anywhere in the country. So one of the big problems with workshops is you create them, and then you've got to find people to go on them. The more people who are in Link for Growth, the easier that will be. It isn't going to get any more difficult, it's just going to get easier and easier. So if you've got a workshop, start thinking about it. If you've got a talent that you want to share, talk to the local district leader and start to move that thing forward. Okay, now do book yourself into workshops, as I said before. You know, they're there for you to utilise to improve the results that you're getting. All right, it's nothing to do with Link for Growth, it's all to do with you. All right, so do book yourself on and help everybody else know about them. You can go to the training link on the website. We put new pages in place to support you. Go to the trainings, you'll find the half-day workshops, the free ones, the ALP, accelerated learning programs. Click on the appropriate one, have a look at the workshops that are coming up, and get booked in and make the most of the stuff that we've got available for you. Okay. Basically, subscribers, you know, cheaper. And if you're in a team, part of one of the, you're a community host or a community leader, there's a discount code you can use to get even more discounts. So there's no excuse to get yourself booked in. So we've got, just running through those, I believe we've got a blogging workshop on the 23rd of June. We've got the LinkedIn Accelerated Learn starting again on the 2nd of July. That's the 8-week program. Okay, we've also got the LinkedIn with Intent half-day workshop. That's finding out about LinkedIn on the 11th of June. That's the coming Wednesday. And we've got the G+, Google Plus with Intent 6-week program with a bonus week on 12th of June. That's this Thursday, all right, in the evening. But all of that is recorded, so even if you can't make the event, you can catch it in playback mode. Okay, so do please book yourself in. Oh, we've got Connect with Intent. That's Twitter and Hootsuite, Accelerated Learning Program. So if you're on Twitter or you're on Hootsuite and you're not really seeing the benefit, and I was talking to some people last week, they installed Hootsuite, followed the training programs that are free to subscribers on the forum, followed about how to set up Hootsuite, and suddenly they can see all the growth community are doing. It just sort of raises the visibility. You suddenly start to know what's going on. Without that, how can you know? Do get yourself connected. Starts 20th of June. Don't just play around with these tools. Make sure that you make the most of them. Right, the Link for Growth community platform. Well, I am going to do this week. Right, I forgot to do it last week. Right, but how is Link for Growth using Google Plus to rebuild community. Right? There's 9 social challenges, if you like, that are out there that Link for Growth are looking to help solve. And there's a blog post I've written about it, and I'm going to put that in the thread after this, that you can go and follow that thread and have a look at it and see what we're doing. Right, okay, collaborations. I'm just going to briefly talk about collaborations. I'm working with Prime at the moment, and there's quite a few other people that are interested in furthering their conversations with Prime. Prime look after the age group between 50 and 70. These people have got 20 years of basically of working time left. Most of them have come from corporates. Only 20%, I heard this week, can be re-employed at that age. The rest of them, what are they going to do? Well, most of them are starting their own businesses, and but they're quite a vulnerable group of people. They've never done this before, and they're very trusting, and there's a lot of people out there happy to take their money but not really deliver. So Link for Growth is an ideal community for these people to bolt into. We give them a lot of support and nurturance. The people in Link for Growth aren't there to rip anybody off, they're to provide excellent value and fairness in business. So if you know anybody that's struggling in that age bracket, do tell them about Link for Growth. We're going to be working with Prime much more, helping them reach out to more and more territories through our Link for Growth community platform. That's the 70 districts around the UK. I was at the Collaboration Club last week on Wednesday evening. This is an initiative to help people who have money find a place to put that money so that it gets put to work in the local communities, in the places that it's needed. Very often these people have got money, and having no money and having loads of money is also fraught with problems. If you've got a load of money, people are quite happy to take it off you, but what use is it being put to? So if we can collaborate and we can find people with money who would like to put it into projects which benefit the community and is sustainable, then that's a fantastic thing to be able to do. So I'm talking to the Collaboration Club about how we can integrate what we're doing and how we can bring them into what we're doing so that we can provide quite a seamless extension to what Link for Growth has to offer. So that's great. BITC event, they've got a massive event coming up on the 16th. Nikki's been invited by Grant from Peterborough, and I've been invited along myself. So I've got a breakfast in the morning, followed by that, which is a full day, and then a trip up to Middlesbrough straight after, I believe. So, but I'm hoping that there'll be a lot of new connections made there and a lot of great stuff. And I'm looking forward to reporting back, not next week, but the week after, on how things have gone. Right, I'm going to talk a little bit now about subscription services. There's a lot of people that are subscribers to Link for Growth who have no additional collateral, if you like, provided to Link for Growth to help us support them. Right. When you become a subscriber to Link for Growth, not only do you get the badge, you have a number of other opportunities that are available to you. And if you go into the section on the forum, welcome new here, the top thread tells you what additional things you can get as a subscriber. I'm just going to run through them. The first thing that you can get is an L4G soundbite. Now, a sound is a 20-minute to half an hour interview where the interviewer basically teases out of you what it is that you want to say. So that might be something that you're an expert in, it might be something that you've done or are about to do, or it might be an experience you've had in the past, something that you want to talk about. Now, it's a 20-minute to half an hour interview. It's done online, it's recorded, it then goes on the YouTube channel for Link for Growth, it goes on to Google Plus, it goes on to the forum, it even goes into the Link for Growth main blog. It goes into lots of places. It's a permanent record, so anybody new coming into Link for Growth, it's on Pinterest as well, will be able to go and have a look at your soundbite and find out a lot more about what you do. Absolutely well worth doing. If you haven't had one, please do send me a message, connect with me on the forum, and let's get it done. I'm going to do one this week. I'm actually going to be having a soundbite done. I've never done one of those. I'm going to be interviewed. Carol Dodsley is going to be doing that. And then this week as well, Alex Murray, the youngest deal we have, 24 years of age, he's going to be talking about his experience and what he's doing. And I think his is coming up on Friday. So if you haven't had one of them, please do take advantage. It's not, again, it's not Link for Growth doesn't exist for itself. It exists for the people in it, and that's you. So do take advantage of these things. If you haven't updated your profile on the forum properly, please do so. Because if I'm talking to somebody and I think to myself, oh, you've got a really good service there, I know some people who I would refer to you, I'm going to put it on the forum. And I'm going to send them a link to your profile. If they arrive there, they don't see it's going to be a huge disappointment. So please put in your bio a little bit about you, what makes you tick, what you like, what you love doing, and then the service that you provide, and most importantly, why you provide it. Why are you doing that thing that you do? Because it's not the fact that you're an accountant, it's why you love being an accountant. What is it about doing it that you love? So that's what people want to know. We all know what an accountant does. It's not that that's interesting, it's why you specifically have picked that and what does it for you about accountancy. So if you haven't done that, sort that out. If you've got a Facebook page, and most people have, if you haven't, you probably need one and get yourself booked onto the Facebook half-day workshop. But if you have, you need to contact Deepa and get your Facebook page put into our Facebook list, because we follow that list. And if you find something interesting in there, we share it. So you're going to miss out on the opportunity if you're not in the list. The same thing's true on Google+. If you don't have a business page, why not? And if you're not even on Google+, why not? Get yourself on the half-day workshops for those, or the accelerated learning programs, and learn why we're using that platform. Again, we've got a list. If you're not in it, you're not going to get the benefit of the community sharing that information. Do you blog? Now, if you blog, we have a Pinterest board specifically set up to share interesting blogs of people who are subscribing in Link for Growth. So if you've got a blog, we've got a huge audience over there, and it will be reshared, which sends people to your blog. If you're not using it, please, please, please do. Right. So loads of reasons why you should subscribe. There's even more than that, okay? But do, and I do promise you, do get yourself into the forum, have a look at that, and then contact the people to find out how you can make the most of Link for Growth. Right, loads of events coming up this week. Monday we've got Chelmsford and Farnham. On Tuesday we've got Chalk Farm, Nuneaton and Bedworth, Ely Drinks, which is a launch, and Piccadilly Drinks in London with Carl Hughes, and I believe Deepa's going to be at that one. On Wednesday we've got Harrow, Broxbourne, Paradise Wildlife Park, Peterborough Coffee, Luton at the Regis Building, and we've also got the LinkedIn with Intent half-day workshop. So if you're just collecting names on LinkedIn, get booked into that. On Thursday we've got Car Breakfast and Gravesend Coffee, Watford Coffee, and Cardiff Drinks in the evening. And then on Friday, actually there's nothing on Friday, which is a real rarity these days, but there is nothing on Friday. And on Saturday I'll be Watford Market. So if you're in Watford and you want to find out and get introduced to a few of the market traders down there, please come and join me. Right, some announcements and notices now. The district letters went out earlier this week. There's one or two still to go, so watch out for those. I think Wales is going to be done at South East Hearts. Do you know what a mastermind group is? Right, it's where people kind of get together and share experience and support each other in helping and growing their own businesses. We're going to be starting those very, very shortly. A group of 8 people. So if you are interested in that, register your interest with your local district leader. A couple of social things now. Well, in fact, there's just the one actually. There's a barbecue tomorrow, 8th of June in Peterborough at the Exotic Nature Reserve. If you want to come along to that, I think there's still, I mean, it's quite a big place. We're just kind of hanging out there. Talk to Nicky Pepper if you'd like to come along. I know the weather's been a bit indifferent today, but to all those going along there, I do wish you have a great time. I know it's going to be fantastic, and I hope the weather holds out. Right, innovation now. CSR Luncheon. There's a bit of innovation there on the steam train in Luton, no, in July, up in Peterborough. So that's a CSR Luncheon launch. We're innovating again with the tea in Great Missenden. So look at that. There's another event and a type event coming up there. The website, I mentioned this last week, but there is a find events near you page. Now, there's two reasons you might want to use this. One, to find things that are going on locally in your area. But secondly, if you're going somewhere, there might actually be a Link for Growth event there that you could latch into and meet some other people who are like you in the local areas where you've gone. So if you haven't looked at that yet, please do go and have a look at it. It really is very, very good. Right, the book is being written. I have started that. Part of my reason for being in Hungary last week was to make a start on that. 31 pages down. I'm hoping that I'll get it finished this weekend, and that'll be out in draft version for a few select individuals to be reviewing next week, and I'm hoping that that can be packaged up. Diane Richardson, I remember, said to me she could get that in a ship shape ready for putting onto things like Kindle and that. I'm also going to need a cover for the book, Link for Growth, What If We Knew You? So if you know anybody that might be interested in coming up with some ideas for that, and do tell them that we're looking for that, and maybe they can come up with a few suggestions, you never know. Right, national TV platform is coming together. It's not there yet, but it is coming into shape. All right, so that's a really exciting piece of news, and I'm really looking forward to that. There's already other parts of the community suggesting that they really want to hop on board with community TV. They're now scouring the district for people who might want to do it. So if you are interested in that and you want to take part in that, please do get in touch. As I mentioned earlier, the soundbites, that will be changing. I will be stepping down from doing the soundbite interviews. Carol Dodsley will be doing them. The transformation will take place this week as a combination of me doing my soundbite with Carol, and then she will subsequently be doing those with the follow-on soundbites. So that's brilliant stuff. That's it. That's the end of this week's update. There is so much going on, but I think you'll agree with the National Education Programme, the TV, the book coming out, the 20-odd events in gestation. There is just so much going on at the moment in Link for Growth. It's really, really exciting. Oh, I didn't mention we have Richard Harrington, the MP for Watford, coming on to the South West Herts District community TV show next Friday at 4 p.m. He's coming on to talk about what he's done. He's also coming on to answer questions from the community. We put a post up on Google Plus to invite people to participate and send in their questions for the MP. And that's, I believe, a first live hangout for a UK MP ever. So we're going to make quite a bit of publicity of this during this week. All right. So I think Carol's going to be putting an event together for this. Once we've got that event, we'll share that around the network. Please do publicise that. It's in all of our interests to make sure that people are aware of how we're pushing the envelope on all these technologies. So please do take part in that, and do watch it too, because I think it's going to be amazingly interesting. I don't know about you, but I think that if we can help the people that are there to serve us to get closer and more accessible to the people in the community, then that can't be a bad thing. Right, that's it. I've said enough. Thank you for watching, and I believe Carol will be back with me next week. So have a fantastic week. We'll be in June. Blimey, half the year almost gone already. I will see you next week. So goodbye for now.